And how did you find your wife though?
You want the raw version or the soft version?
Bro, it's a real conversation. Let's actually show it.
Yeah.
Real conversation.
No, so I met my wife through a friend. So we have a mutual friend where I saw her pictures on Insta, right, in the DM, on Instagram, and then I saw that one of my friends followed her. So I reached out to him like, yo, bro, there's this girl I'm seeing on Instagram. I'm kind of into her. I don't know her. At that time, honestly, I've never met her in person.
Yeah.
We've never spoken at all. But I was like, dude, you know, from a picture, she looks decent. She looks, you know, like someone. And plus, she looked classy. You know, she looked elegant. She looked like someone I would pursue. So I reached out to him like, can you link me up with this girl and see if I can speak to her? And I like, can you speak to her first and then let her know that I want to speak to her before I actually go in the DM and have a conversation with myself. Because there's something I don't like, is talking to myself in DMs.
Yeah.
So then Tim, I haven't mentioned his name. Anyway, Tim decided to talk to her first and then told her, look, there's a guy called Herald who, you know, is interested in you and wants to get to know you and all that type of jazz.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, sure. Let him DM me. And I think, that's what you told Tim, ne?
Yeah, I told them to.
That I can DM you, right?
Yeah.
Because then I remember what Tim did was Tim told me you can DM her, but then he also still sent me her numbers. So I already had her numbers already.
Because I gave him the permission to give you my number.
Okay, but then at that time, I didn't want to WhatsApp her. So I was like, you know what? Let me just DM her because that's what I told Tim I was going to do. One thing about me, I always try my utmost best to stick to my words. If I say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it, you know, the way I said I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So I decided to DM first, even though I had her numbers. But I DM'd her first. She didn't see my message the first time. I deleted that message because I was like, this girl's taking me for a fool. She said I can DM her and she actually not replying.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, I'm a Christian. I've always said in my podcast many times. I prayed and I said, God, look.
You look like a Muslim, bro. I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding.
Sometimes I confuse the enemy. So they don't know where to attack. Anyways, I DM'd her, I deleted the message because she didn't reply.
Yeah.
And then I prayed and I said, oh God, like, I don't know what you want from me, man. I'm looking for a wife and I'm serious. I'm trying my best and, you know, you are telling me to push here, but, you know, nothing's happening. And then I left it quite for about a week and then, you know, again, came back to me like, DM reached out again. I DM'd her again. And then she responded. And then she was like, oh no, I can't remember exactly what she said, but something
I couldn't see your messages because you went message request and I don't check message request.
Yeah. So she sent a message because I was in.
I didn't do it on purpose. I was really waiting for your messages. I forgot about the message requests.
Yeah. So I was in a message request, so she didn't see my message and stuff. But then she responded. And then we started talking and then she was like, yeah, we can take this on to WhatsApp. And, you know, usually in conversation, once you take it from Instagram to WhatsApp, the conversation dies. But then with us, it didn't. You know, we went on video calls and phone calls, and then she asked what my schedule was, like on a regular, and at that time I was like full time into MMA. So I told her I'm at the gym on these particular days, I'm doing this and this and this. And then one day she just rocked up at the gym and announced, I didn't know she was coming. She just rocked up. I was like, who's this girl?
Yeah.
No, that time I was so, you know, because I was training, right? And then my coach sees her and then it looks at me and then I look at her. And I was like, at that time I'm not sure. I'm like, it can't be. Because she didn't tell me she was coming. And then I kept training.
Wow, yeah.
And something was like, hey man, isn't this Monique? And then I stopped and then I went to her and I saw that it was her. I was like, what are you doing here? I was like, no, I know you train at this particular time on this particular day, so I just to come.
So that's cute, man.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, then have a seat. Let me finish training, and then we can go out.
How did you find it? How did you feel at that moment?
To be honest, I you know, at the beginning, I felt like I was forcing things.
Yeah.
But when I saw her rock up at the place, I was like, okay, well, clearly we both want this, so I'm not the one putting energy, and then she's just, you know, feeling her stuff and be like, oh, this guy likes me.
Okay.
So for me, it gave me some sort of assurance that I'm not wasting my time and that we both want the same thing. Because in the DM, I was direct.
Yeah.
I told her, look, if I'm not here to waste your time, if you're not looking for anything serious,
Yeah.
you just tell me and then I can move on. And then she was also upfront at that particular time. And she did tell me, look, I'm in a complicated situationship right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we're going to maneuver around this, but let's see how things go. And me being me, I was like, okay, cool, no, let's see how these things go. I didn't want to just leave and be like, sort out your issue first and then, talk, I believe as men we're hunters.
Yeah.
And, one girl can be followed by 5 men and, let the best man win.
Yeah.
It is what it is, that type of thing. So I was like, yeah, sure. I couldn't care less about who that guy is. If he's the better man, then he's going to win. If I'm the better man, I'm going to win.
Actually, some cultures are like that. You know that?
Yeah. And I believe in that as well, man. I believe as men.
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
But if you're following a woman, is not man following a woman, let us both go.
No.